Kepler's third law tells us about the relation of time period in which the planet makes an orbit, time period, to the radius. Here is Sun, here is planet 1, here is planet 2, here is planet 3. Every planet is making an elliptical orbit and their radius are different. And the time for completion of their orbit, for making one complete circle, is different. He established a relation between the two. He said that square of the time period, it says square of time period, this moves here and takes time t, let's call it t3. This takes time and this is t2 and this takes time t1. So every time is related to its radius. And what is that relation? Square of the time period is proportionate to cube of the radius. So this is third law which tells us about the time. The second law was telling us about the area. First law was telling us about the shape of orbit. So t square is proportionate to r cube. If we want to compare the time period of two planets, one has got time t1, other has got time t2, then this time period will have a relation with their radius of their orbit, average radius. So average radius for this is r1 and this is r2. So this will be square and this will be cube. This is the ratio. So if we know the time period and radius of one planet and time period of the other planet, then we can always find out the distance from the sun for the other planet. This is how we use this relation many times to find out the distance from the sun of the different planets by just seeing their time of orbit. We see it in the sky and then wait till it appears at the same place again. That gives us the time of completing the orbit. And we compare it with the other planet for which time and radius both are known to us. Then we can find out this unknown radius. Okay, so this is the law of time. Now, these were the three basic Kepler's laws. On the basis of these Kepler's law, many more calculations were done for satellites, for laws of physics and for many other things, and these were the leading laws which promoted Newton to make law of gravitations. So in the next lecture we will see what is the law of gravitation as written and propagated by Newton. Thank you.